Hello everyone. Thanks to Living Gardens Homestead. Thank you for coming out. In this video, I want to state I'm pissed. I can't believe people. You know, I put out the video before just to let people know what some of our politicians do, just to get you to believe them. Now, first, before I start into this, I want to let you know a little bit about me and the reason I've started this channel. I started this channel to help anybody that doesn't know how to garden. You're just starting out, or maybe some of us older people that just don't have the strength to garden. Easier ways to do things, easier ways to grow things. Not only did I put this channel on in order to help you all, but I had another reason, and I want to explain that to you. I've been diagnosed with something, and I'm not going to say the name, but I call it old age disease. And yes, it hit me a little early, and some things I can't remember, and some things I struggle for the words to come out. That's the reason I sound like I do on these videos. I don't try to put on a game for you all. I try to give it to you exactly the way that I remember and exactly the way I do. But sometimes my words, I struggle to find the word that I'm looking for. And sometimes on my videos, you may have to leave in the comment questions because I forgot to state that answer on the video. So therefore, when you leave the questions in the comments, I can get to those. I can think about it, you know, the question you've got, and a lot of times I remember, why did I leave that out of the video? But I couldn't remember. But the other reason why I started this channel and I'm doing these videos, it's for you all and for my grandchildren and my children, because eventually I'll probably get to the point that I won't be able to help them or tell them what to do. I may not remember anything. So therefore, I figure these videos is going to help them and you all. And you know, when I put that last video out about the higher gasoline prices, I meant what I said. If they don't come up with oil in another way, the gasoline and everything is going to go back up, because what was going into the system has stopped. And it was right before the event that's going to happen in November. So in my opinion, I believe it was done on purpose. I believe it was done so that they can get people to be on their side. I'm trying to make people aware of it. I ain't trying to fight one side or the other. You people may not be thinking it. You may be thinking, oh man, my gas prices are down. Yeah, they've done a good job, this, that, and the other. And you may not think about what I'm thinking about. After that, the gas prices are going to go back up. You need to think about that before the 1st of November. You need to think about that. Are they going to go back up? Now I'm going to get to what I'm pissed off about. Now, some of you all left some comments, some good comments. You give me your opinion. I am very grateful for your opinion. And yeah, a lot of times you don't agree with me, and I don't expect you to agree with me. I'm not forcing nobody to believe my way. All I'm asking is consider the facts. And I'm going to let you know this little bit about me. And I hate letting people know everything about me, because, you know, some things are private. And but I want you, when I get ready to say what I'm getting ready to say, I want you to have a little faith in what I'm saying. Now, I went to college also, believe it or not. And I studied the College of Science, believe it or not. I took some of the hardest courses I could in college. I challenged myself. I wanted to know the truth, and I wanted to know as much as I could. Now, I studied biology, chemistry, pre-med, pharmacy. I studied all these classes. Now, what I'm getting ready to tell you, I want you to understand, I know what I'm talking about, or the whole college lied to me about what they were teaching me. Okay? Now, the reason I'm pissed off is not because of your all's comments. No, like I said, some of you disagreed with me, and that's fine. You know, we got the right to believe our own what we want to believe. But my job is not to convince you to believe everything I believe. But I got a comment, and I'm just not going to read it all. I'm going to read a little bit of it. It says, "I see you are a boomer. You already left my generation with tons of debt. Please stop and enjoy pension." That was a direct attack on me. Not just on me, but a lot of my viewers are my age. And I respect you viewers. You all have been through things like I have. You've had the years behind you of experience. Now, I no doubt believe that the person who, and I'm not saying names or anything else, but the person who wrote this is younger and more inexperienced than me or any of my generation. We're smart enough that we know how to raise a garden. We're smart enough that we know how to put things back and store our food for hard times. We've seen hard times. We've lived through them. This person, I don't believe, has lived a hard day in his life or her life, whoever it is. I don't believe he lived a hard day. I think they've had everything handed out to them with a silver spoon. And they ain't experienced what we have. But yet they're going to come down on us. I've got news for this person. This person who wrote this. I didn't put your generation in debt. Why didn't I? The government gave me nothing. The government taxed my generation. We had to pay taxes after taxes after tax. We didn't get free checks like your generation. All this money you had going out of this, it makes me angry thinking about it. And it makes me even more angrier thinking these people think we're the ones that put them in debt. No, we're not. My grandchildren are going to have to live through what you all have done to our economy and everything. And I don't like what I'm seeing. You keep hollering this Green Deal. You keep hollering against oil. You keep hollering against this stuff. Well, you know what? Do a little Googling and find out. The e-waste from that phone you put up to your ear or the internet that you get on, I read a place to where if that was thrown in the water, it would pollute with the chemicals that's in it, would pollute the oceans or the water 40,000 gallons to one phone. That's right. Your generation is polluting our earth. You need to stop the e-waste. That is doing more harm. And the reason I say that, I've had biology, I've had chemistry. I'm going to tell you exactly what they're complaining about. They're complaining about the CO2 going into the atmosphere, warming the planet, right? That's exactly what they're talking about. But let me tell you something. Any carbon-based molecule, if completely combusted, produces CO2. That's right. These plants behind me, you see how big those are? I raised them on hydroponics. Do you think they're sucking water up and that's what's making them bigger? This plant has carbon in it. It's carbon-based. Just like me and you. We're carbon-based. Okay? Where does that plant get its carbon from? The nutrients I'm putting in there? I can guarantee you the nutrients I'm putting in there would not grow that much stuff. Plants suck CO2 out of the air. Plants produce and breathe out oxygen that me and you breathe. Got it? They keep carbon dioxide. See what I'm saying? I need to get this out before I lose everything I know. Carbon dioxide is a carbon molecule attached to two oxygen molecules. The plant takes that in, keeps the carbon, and breathes back out the oxygen. What you see behind me, that plant's getting a lot of its carbon to grow on out of the air. Me sitting here talking to you is putting CO2. I breathe out. I breathe in what they're breathing out, the oxygen. I breathe out the CO2 that they breathe. Right now, we're exchanging gases. CO2 is not bad for the atmosphere, and I'll go further to explain it to you. Do you know that coal that we dig out of the ground to keep us warm in the wintertime that everybody's complaining about that's dirty? If you completely burn it and you capture the sulfur and all these other things that's in it, if you capture that and the CO2 goes back into the air, you're saying we're warming the planet. Let me tell you something. When that coal was made back years and years ago, that was plant material. That was these plants, trees, anything carbon-based was squashed down, and then a layer of dirt or mud or whatever put on top of it and squashed it. Do you know that it took up to 8 feet of plant material to get squashed down to 1 foot of coal? Now when you burn that, you're releasing back into the air what was exactly there to begin with that them plants breathed in and got covered up. All you're doing when you burn it is putting back what was already there. They're using this to manipulate people who do not have an education. And I'm tired of all the lies. I'm tired of them wanting the agenda that they're trying to put out there. Your electric cars. That's going to be e-waste. Anybody, Google e-waste, what it does to the environment. It's a lot worse than burning coal or natural gas. Same thing with natural gas. You burn it, you get CO2. Now, they're wanting to get rid of CO2. Why? Because the cows fart CO2? Come on, let's get real. We want to get rid of the cows. People, how long is it going to be before they get rid of me and you because we breathe out CO2? We're only putting back into the atmosphere what was there to begin with. We're not putting anything extra. They're lying to you. Now, I'm sorry, but yes, I did get angry because I don't want this channel to be like this. This is what I don't want. I just want to warn people when I see something may be coming up that might affect their lives. I want to teach people how to grow, how to supply their own food. That's what my channel should be about. I shouldn't have to do this. And I'm telling you, people, I could go into this even deeper, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. The climate changed. Believe me when I say this, the climate change has a lot to do with that volcano that erupted a little while back down in the southern hemisphere. People, that's going to affect the planet, but they're going to blame it on CO2. People, ever so often, our sun goes through changes. When it does, our weather's because of CO2. They're blaming it on CO2 because they want their agenda. Now, I hope YouTube don't take me down. I hope they let you see this video. And people, I'm telling you the truth. I don't want to lie to you about anything. I ain't going to lie to you to get subscribers or anything else. That's not the reason I started this channel. I started this channel to learn a few people on how to protect themselves, how to grow their food. And I started this channel for my grandchildren to remember me by. For my grandchildren to know some of the things that I know before I forget it. People, I don't know about some of these people. They've got them brainwashed. And it's one thing. I took English in college. And yeah, when I get my paper back, they scribbled this and scribbled that. Did I get mad? No. I actually thanked them. It made my papers better. Good. Good. Critical. It's good for you. You can criticize something without being mean. This here is being point blank mean to me and all the other people in my generation. We didn't run this dead up to what it is. This generation did. I don't know how much they got, but I didn't get no check. When they was giving checks to the families of 10, 12 kids, look what a big check they got. That ran your debt up. Not the little thing. I don't know if the government ever given me any money. I always had to pay taxes and give the government money back. So, no, I didn't like the direct attack on me. And a lot of you know that you all commented, and it was again or different than my views, but it didn't hurt me. I can take good criticism, but not no direct attack like I've caused problems. I'm not. I know who has. It's been our politicians that's caused all of our problems and our debt. They give, like this check that they gave us, what was it, $1,200 a piece? Oh, everybody's all for that. Did you notice how much the government gave theirself for the Green Deal? Did you get any of that money? No. But they got a heck of a lot more than you got. But who's going to pay it back? You and my grandchildren. People, please don't think badly of me on account of this video. But it's really bothered me that people don't see that I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm trying to help everybody. So, I'm going to let you go for now. Sorry about the gripe, but I figured a lot of you needed to know. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about on CO2. It's a natural gas that was already in the air to begin with. We're just burning it and putting it back. People, don't let them fool you. Well, for today, this is James. And if you don't care, like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to. I'm not going to bicker, but please don't personally attack me. I don't attack you. Don't attack me, please. Thanks a lot from James. Living Gardens Homestead. Goodbye.